If you're a beginner in graphic design or you just upgraded to Coreldraw, this video is for you. I will help you understand how to use Coreldraw effectively without wasting your time. So let's dive into it. I am using Coreldraw 2024, and if you want to get it, please send me a DM in the Telegram channel and I will explain how you can get it to you. So on opening Coreldraw, this is what you will see. You're seeing get started, workplace, what's new, learning, and get more. But because I am offline, all of this will not be highlighted. On get started, this is what you will see. Is either you're looking for a template or you want to open an existing document that you've worked on before. Also, these are my existing documents, the designs that I've made before. So if I want to create a new document, I will either come here or I will come to file and then come to new document, right? Or open existing one. But I want to come here now, right? Once you click on new document, this is what you will see. You will see a number of workplace templates. All of these are already into size, whether you want to design business card or anything. However, I like to always set mine from beginning. So you will come here, name the project. Let's say I'm naming this one tutorial, right? Number of pages that you want. If you just want one page or 2 pages. If you want your primary color mode to be RGB or CMYK, you will set it, right? So this is where you choose the dimension of your file. So, but I will leave this in default, right? So this is layout, where you choose the paper type that you want. It's always in letter. That's CorelDRAW default, right? But you can always change it to A4 or something. And then you can come back here to set your unit to inches or anything that you want, right? Then after setting all of that, adjust this to anything that you want. Then click on OK. It will bring you to this workspace you're seeing here. Let me close this, right? This is your menu. This is file. If you want to paste, copy something, select something. View is if you want to view your page, ruler, anything at all. This is view. And this is layout. Is all about your page. If you want to insert another page, rename page, page size, and all of that. This is object. It's about your all the objects in your workspace. So there are 3 types of objects in CorelDRAW. We have picture or bitmap objects, and then we have vector, and then we have text. The vector is like Illustrator drawings, right? While text is your ABCD, right? So this deals on all of that. And this is effect. If you want to add effects to your object, this is where you see it. And then this is bitmap also, right? This is bitmap. Like I mentioned, bitmap image. So this is where you convert objects to bitmap and all of that. And this is your text. If you want to wrap text around an object, you want to, this is all about your text. And this is table. If you want to insert table, and then these are tools. If you are looking for any tools here that you cannot see, this is where you see. And also from Windows too, you can get some of your tools from here. And if you need help, you can always come here too before. This is standard toolbar and this is property bar, right? On your left, we have toolbars, right? These are toolbars that you will need in your CorelDRAW journey, your graphic design journey. And you see all these docker that you're seeing here, it means there are other tools underneath. So what you need to do is just click on it and hold, and other tools will come out, like this one too. Just click and hold and you see other tools coming out. Same thing with this, other tools coming out. Same thing with this, other tools coming out, right? And any tool that you click on, their property will show here, right? Their property will show you. All these things will always change, right? That's the property of any tool that you choose here. So you can adjust anything that you choose here, you can adjust it here, right? So that is it. As you're changing it, it will be, as you're picking another tool, it will be changing to their properties. You understand, right? So on the left side, we have the color palette where you can choose your color, on anything that you want to do. And then these are also palettes, right? These are also palettes. So for example, this one is any tool that you pick here, it will teach you how to use it here, right? It's called learn, teach you how to use it. And this is property, this is object, right? So if you can't see any of these ones, any of these palettes here, you can always come to window, come to dockers, and then you can choose here. If I click on this one now, you see this property will disappear. If I click on learn now, learn, you see that learn will disappear. So that learn, the work of that learn is to teach you all these tools that you're seeing here. Any tool that you click on, it will teach you how to use it. You can see it will explain to you how to use everything that you're seeing here, right? And you don't have to worry yourself or stress yourself, on anything. Like I told you, there are three types of objects in CorelDRAW. The first one is the image or bitmap object, and the second one is your vector object, right? Like Illustrator and all of that. And this is your text, right? The text object. We will start by explaining a vector object using all the tools here. Starting from your pick tool. Pick tool is used to pick object, to select or move objects, right? You cannot move an object when you are selecting another tool. You cannot move an object. You can only come to pick tool before you can move or select an object, right? So when you're on another tool, you cannot do that, right? So you will use the pick tool a lot because it is like your cursor on steroids. I'll be breaking this toolbox into different parts. So I've explained the pick tool. So the second segment is drawing or editing tools, right? Let me come to page 2. Drawing or editing tools. All this has to do with your drawing. For example, if you come to this place, right, where you see freehand tool, you can come here. This one, you can use it to draw, right? You can use it to draw anything that you want to draw, right? Same thing, if you see that it has other tools underneath, you can use 2.2. 2.2, you can use it to also draw as well, right? You can use it to draw line as well, to draw anything that you want to draw. Same thing with Brezza 2, pen 2, right? For the pen 2, you need to click from one port and then to where you want the line to reach, and then you can click again, right? And then you continue, click again till it joins back before it will stop, right? So that is it. Then there is a polyline, there is two curve, there is all of them is when you're drawing lines. And to edit the lines, you will need what we call the shape tool, right? This is the shape tool for you to edit the line. When you click on the shape tool and then you come here, you can click like this and then start adjusting it. All these things you see, they are called nodes. Then you start adjusting it. You start using it to adjust it, right, to anything that you want. You start using it to draw, and then you can give it color if you want, right? So that's the work of the shape tool. After you've drawn your lines with all of this that you're seeing here, you're using it to draw your lines, to draw your vectors, to draw anything that you want to draw, right? This is what you use for your drawing, and this is what you use to shape it. This is what you can use to shape it, the shape tool, right? So there are other tools under shape tool, but the one that you need the most, that you will use every day you open CorelDRAW, is the shape tool, right? So you can always use it to adjust your shape, adjust your vectors, and then do anything that you want to do, right? So we'll still use it more as we go, right? But these are your go-to tools. Whether you want to create logo, you want to create Illustrator, you want to draw anything, this is what you need. Especially for logo designers, this is exactly what you need. And then the next one is the basic shape tools. Let me add more pages. To add more pages, you come here, right? You come here and click like this, or you come to layout and come to insert page, right? And then it will ask you whether you want it after or before. So I want it after, and I'll just say okay. So the next segment we are going to is the basic shapes, right? These are the basic shapes that you're seeing here. You can see them. So if you want to draw a rectangle, just come here, pick your rectangle tool and draw like this, right? And draw it like this. You want to draw a circle, you can pick your ellipse tool, right? And then draw like this. If you want to draw, immediately you pick it, you can draw like this. But if you want to draw a perfect circle, you need to hold your control key on your keyboard and then draw like this, right? And you draw like this. So after that, we have the polygon tool, right? The polygon tool will allow you to draw something like this. And then the property is up here. The property is up here, right? And if you want to adjust this using the shape tool, you can come to shape tool like this. Just click on shape tool and then you can start adjusting. If you adjust one, see the way this comes like this, right? You can give it color using your shape tool, right? So after you've drawn it, you can use your shape tool to adjust it to anything that you want. You can see, right? So you can also use your shape tool to adjust all these ones. If you click on your shape tool, it can only do like this. It can only curve the edges, right? And you can curve the edges in three ways, like this, or like this. This is round. To further adjust the rectangle, the shape, you need to convert it to curve, which is when you will come to this place and say convert to curve, or you right click on it and say convert to curve, right? Make sure you're on your shape too when you're doing that. Then you can now start adjusting it. You can now start adjusting it to do whatever that you want to do. And when you're doing that, you can give it color if you want, right? So that is it. That's how to use shape 2 with your basic shapes, right? There are other shapes that I need to show you, right? These are other shapes. Under polygon, we have star. You can draw a star, right? You can draw polygon. You can draw spiral, right? You can draw spiral. If you come to common shapes, you will see the properties here. Then you can come here and see all the shapes that are here. All the shapes that are here. You can see it. You can see all the shapes that are here. This is arrow, right? This is facing down arrow, right? So that is it on basic shapes, right? So we've explained three segments now. This one is the basic shapes, this one is the drawing and editing tool, and this one is the pick tool that I explained. So to explain the next segment, I will need to come and insert another page again, right? So this one, I'm going to be explaining the text and the table tool. The text tool and the table tool. See, if you want to type, you just come to this place, right? You just come to this place and type. Underneath, you see table, right? Just come here, pick the text tool and type, right? You can type. And then the property is also up here, right? So you can choose fonts. Let's say I type something like zero box, right? You can come here. Once you click on it, you can come here and change the font, right? The font type. You can change the font type to Montserrat, to anything that you want, right? I have some really cool fonts that you may be interested in. Just join the Telegram channel and ask for the fonts. I have very dope. If you check out my designs, you will see there are different fonts. You will see that there are different type of fonts that I use every time. So you can send me, join the Telegram channel and ask for the fonts, right? And then you can reduce the size, right? You can reduce the size. And then if you're on your pick tool also, you can increase your object like this from the angles, right? If you reduce it, if you increase or reduce it this way, it will spoil the shape for you. But you can always, adjust it from here, right? And then just before we go to table, there are two types of text. There are artistic text and there are paragraph text. This one is artistic text. All this one that you're seeing, they are artistic text, right? And then if you want to do paragraph text is what you need when you're doing editorial designs like brochures, like company profile, like magazines, right? Where you just come here and draw a box like this, and then you start typing. And then you start typing. Can you see? So this one is in a box, and then you can do much more. Like now, I want to make this thing bigger, like they do in newspaper and magazines. You can come here and make it big like this. See it? You see here, drop cap, right? You cannot do that with this one. You cannot do that here. You can only do it with paragraph text. We also have table here. If you want to insert table, you come here. You come to create new table, and then you can put number of rows and columns, and then it will come by itself, right? So you can see it. Same thing with this one here. You can come here and then draw, right? You can come there and draw. That is that for text and table. To explain the next segment, eyedropper, fill, interactive tools, and all of that. So all of those ones are here. They are here. So I'll be explaining it. Let's assume that we have like all of these here. We have like all of these here. We have circle 2, right? We have circle 2. And we want to fill them. The normal way you fill it is by coming here, you fill it with colors, right? You fill it with color. But there are situations where you need to fill your object more than two colors. That's where you will come to this place. You see, interactive fill to. Interactive fill to, you come here and then click on it and then drag it across. Whether you want to drag it sideways or you want to drag it from up to bottom, right? When you drag it like that, this is red, right? You can give this place another color. Let's say blue, or yellow, right? And then if you want another color at the middle, you can click to create more nodes at the middle like this, and then give it any color that you want. You can see that you now have three colors. You can give more colors, as many colors as you want. You can give it to it, right? You can give it as many color as you want. And then to remove the outline, just come to this place and say none. That's the black outline outside. If you want to add more, you see, if you want to add more outline, you want to make the outline to be dotted lines, right? To be dotted lines, you can see. So if you want to remove it, you can say no, right? So that is it. That is how to fill. And then you have color eyedropper too. Let's say, for example, you have this image that you see here. Let me bring this image here. I'm copying it, Control C. Then I'll bring it here, Control V, right? And then I want to use this eyedropper to pick the color. You can come here. This is your eyedropper tool, color eyedropper tool. You click on it, then you can now come to any part of this image where you need the color. Just click on it, back and then you come here, shakam, and pour it. I mean, you've copied the color from here to this place. Do you understand that? You copy the color from here to this place, right? So that is it. That is how it works. So there's another thing under here that is saying smart fill. Smart fill. Let's say you have this like this. You have this box like this. You have another one like this. And then you have another one like this. So the smart fill will help you to fill all of them different colors. If you come here now and click, it will only give everything or different colors. You understand? Different colors. But I want you to have each box like this to have different color. I'll just come to smart fill and then I'll start clicking like this, right? Click like this and change the color. Click like this, 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 change the color. Do you understand that? You can click and then change the color to anything that you want, right? To any color that you want. So that is how the the smart fill works. And then the mesh fill underneath, the mesh fill is when you want to do some kind of mesh where you have color splash everywhere. Can give this one this, can give this one this. This is like color splash, right? You can give it, different kind of color splash that you want. You see, so that one is like color splash, right? So that is fill, eyedropper, and interactive tools, right? So other ones I would like to explain to you is these ones that you're seeing here, contour. This one is shadow. If you want to give like this one, now you want to give it a shadow. Let's say this color is white. You want something that is white, and if you give it color white and remove the outline, the whites cannot show. So you can give it a shadow to make sure that it shows. Come here, come to shadow, and then you do this, right? This is shadow. Will make your work to wobble out, to come out well, right? You can give anything shadow. Give this one to shadow, right? Give this one to shadow. Anything that you want, you can give it shadow, right? And then we have the contour. Contour is when you want to, for example, let's say I have this like this. Contour is when I want to duplicate it or create multiple of it, right? I'll just click on my contour tool and drag it like this, right? This is the property here. It's saying one now. I can increase it. You see? Can you see? I can increase it more. You see it? You see? So that's what contour tool does, right? So the next one that is there is blend, right? If I have like this two circle now and I want to blend the two together, I can come to my contour to my this place. I can come here and click on blend to, and then it will just blend, right? And then you can give it color. You can give it different colors. So let's say you want to give this uh yellow, and then you give the first one red. You can see, even if you remove the outline, you see what you have. Hmm? You see what you have. So that is what the blend tool does. So another one I would like to explain to you is the envelope tool. Those are the ones that you really need. You can use the envelope tool on text. Let's say I type something like 0 bucks now, and then I increase it like this. You can use your envelope tool to adjust it, right? To adjust it like this to anything that you want. You can use to adjust it like that, right? So that is how that one works. You can also use it on shapes. Come to your what's it tool called? Let me draw another one. Then you can come here and then you start dragging it like this. You start dragging it, right? To anything that you want. So lastly, let me show you how to work with images properly, right? I'll come to next page, right? So to import an image, right? We've talked about text and vector. Now let's talk about the image, right? To import an image, you either come to file and come to import, or you right click like this and then come to import, right? So when you come to import, you can import images that you want. Let's say, for instance, I want this image and this one that I exported before. You can paste it like this, right? You can paste it like that. So to use shape 2 on this one, either use shape 2 to crop it or to adjust it. Let's say I only need this side of this image. You can just come here, right? You come to your shape 2 and then drag it up like this. You highlight these two nodes, and drag it up like this, right? You drag it up like this, and then you start creating nodes. Creating node, like you just come here, double click, and then you remove it like this. Same thing with this. Just click like this and double click. This one will go. Then you can now right click and then come to curve, right? And then you start adjusting it, to make sure that that one did not show, right? To make sure that that one did not show. You see the way I'm removing it? Just double click, and then you can, when you double click, you're creating more nodes. There's no nodes here. If I double click now, I'll create another node there. You can see I'll create here. So you can create here, and then drag this place up, right? You drag this place up like this to remove that. You see that we have removed the, from here we have reduced it to this one, right? And you can make it transparent by coming to transparency to, right? And then start adjusting it like this. You see we are making it transparent, right? You can make it transparent like that. So that is it. That is how to work on image. And then for something like this, let's say it's a logo that you're working on, it's an image and you want to change the color. You cannot change color like this. You have to vectorize it. How do you vectorize it? You click on the image, right? Let's reduce it a little. And then you come to this place and then click on quick online trace or quick trace. Quick trace will just do it for you anyhow, but online quick trace will allow you choose how you want it to be done, and it will do it smoothly. So when you click on that, a box will come up like this, and then you watch it load. After it's finished loading, just click OK, and then you can now start changing the colors to anything that you want. You can see it, right? You can see it. So before we go, another thing I want you to notice is, another tool I want us to use is extrude tool. When you come to this place and you come to extrude, right? It helps you create 3D effects. It helps you create 3D effects. Let me give this color. It helps you create 3D effects. If you want to break it apart, just right click on it and say break extrude apart. Then you can give this a different color and then use your interactive fill tool that we explain here, to give this another color, right? Let's say I'm giving this a deeper shade of red, right? Just come here and change this and come here and change this to red, to a darker red, right? And then give this a red like this. You see what you have right now. So that is how extrude work, right? So we've explained images, we've talked about eyedropper, fill, we've talked about drawing text, everything. We talk about basic shapes. We talk about how you can draw in Coreldraw. So if you have any other question, anything at all you want me to explain to you, please drop me in the comment section or join the Telegram channel and I'll be glad to explain to you. So right now, go into the world, start creating designs and start making money, right? I'll see you guys on the next video.